We are going with Mel Quizzle Costa, a.k.a. Milky.
God knows. I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
What is going on, beautiful people? That is right. Mel Quizzle Costa gets it done, putting us in a great form of momentum here. He looked great, defeated C-Rod, the prospect killer. And I even like that little cheeky smile he did that at the end there, smiling at C-Rod, knowing that he was about to get that W. So cash some tickets for us in the community. I'm excited about that. I'm grateful, but we're always looking towards the future. Let's move on. This weekend, we have Josh Emmett taking on Lerone Murphy in the main event, and we're going to look towards that card right now, starting off with our selection of underdog opportunities to choose from. First and foremost, we have Gerald Meerschaert. He is at a $3.20 plus 220 underdog right now. And listen, Gerald Meerschaert has 29 professional wins by submission. Let that sink in. 29 times this man has stepped in an octagon across from somebody else and has submitted them. That cannot be overlooked and cannot be overstressed. In any given day, if he gets given a position, he's going to hunt for a submission in any possible position here. I know his opponent, Brad Tavares, is a pretty durable guy, a guy that has been difficult to put away. But if anybody's going to do it as a dog, Gerald Meerschaert, I think he can, and I think the price is a little bit wide. Second consideration, Rhys McKee. Listen, Rhys McKee, if you guys didn't know, this is his second stint in the UFC. He has lost 2 straight in the UFC. He dropped a fight to Khamzat Chimaev in his debut. I'll let that sink in. Who loses to Khamzat Chimaev, right? Especially during the time when he did. Terrible showing, but now we know it is Khamzat that after all. I mean, Khamzat just went out there and destroyed Robert Whittaker. Then he lost to Alex Morono. And that's the one loss that's a little bit questionable inside of the UFC. He got released from the promotion, went out there to Cage Warriors, tore it up, smashed everybody at Cage Warriors, came back into the UFC, and is now on a 2-fight losing streak. And he is on his back against the wall, about to be cut again if he doesn't get the W here. Takes on Daniel Franza. I actually think this is a step down in competition. I think Daniel Franza, despite having a lot of knockouts, I see a lot of holes. So Rhys McKee, heavy consideration. Then we got Cortavius Romeus, man. Cortavius Romeus is 5'4". Tiny man, but he is a ball of muscle. And in his last outing there, where he kind of gassed out and let that fight slip away from him, I think that was more a poor management of energy rather than his potential. I think he could turn up here and surprise a lot of people. And he's taking on Chang Ho Lee. Chang Ho Lee is from Korea, come up through the road to the UFC. And one thing I will say is that part of the world, especially the Asian fighters and that circuit, sometimes they come to the UFC and the grappling is not up to par. And that could be the case here, in which case Cortavius Romeus would look like a phenomenal underdog. Now, who we're going with out of these 3 to continue the streak, to keep the train on the tracks, to make us some goddamn money, we are going with none other than.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits.
It's not over until I win.
That is right. We are going with Rhys McKee to defeat Daniel Franza. And listen, guys, Rhys McKee has not won a fight in the UFC. I know. 4 times this man has failed. But he has never quit. When he got cut from the UFC, he didn't rest on his laurels. He went out there. He's been working. He's been getting better. He's only 29 years old. He's at the UFC Performance Institute right now, trying to sharpen his tools, trying to make sure the weight cut goes smooth, all the rest of it. I like Rhys McKee in this spot. I was not impressed with Daniel Franza at all. I think this line is wide. I think Rhys McKee should be a pick him here. So at dog money, anything above plus 120, I would happily play Rhys McKee. I think he goes out here, surprises everybody, and gets that elusive W as the underdog opportunity, gets his first UFC win, probably cries on the microphone because it's been an absolute challenge to get there. Rhys McKee, brother, the floor is yours. Go make us some money, and I'll see you all at the cash counter.